days 3 and 4 on the long road east. Leaving Caiguna behind, the Geordie and the Gragok press on across the endless Nullarbor, crossing not one, but 2 time zones. First, the Australian Central Western Time Zone, or Eucla Time if you prefer, and then the Western Australia South Australia border, because out here, even time doesn't quite behave properly. And ahead, the legendary Nullarbor Roadhouse and the long push toward Kimba.
Well, that was a pleasant night.
It was very quiet, my goodness. So quiet.
Anyway, you going to ask me a question?
Where are we going, Stuart? You can't see mine. I'm wearing the same t-shirt, but I'm cold, so you can't see it. We're going to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. We did stop there on the way here. We just didn't stay.
Yeah, not so.
Not the same.
Oh dear, big Bill's fishing charters.
Yeah.
Turn the camera on, Stuart. Not the best way to start your day on the Nullarbor.
No, I have to admit, when we went...
At least he's got beer.
Yes. When we locked ourselves out last night, we were the only people on the campsite. And a fair few people have sprung up now, haven't they?
Yeah, they came in a lot later than I expected, actually. Some of them were actually coming in after dark.
Yes. And then...
They're obviously a lot more fearless than I am.
And leaving before it was light. So, definitely more fearless. I wouldn't do it.
Anyway, Caiguna Roadhouse, how many stars?
No, not... This is...
Caiguna Roadhouse?
Oh, this is Caiguna... My gosh, this is how the days have gone. I've forgotten where we are.
Oh, my lord, my life.
Caiguna Roadhouse. All right. 1, 2, 3. 3 stars.
3 stars.
Oh, all right. We're in tune today.
We're in tune today.
Why is that? Why do you say it's 3 stars?
I think it does exactly what it says on the tin. It doesn't stand out in any particular area, but it doesn't fall down in any particular area. The toilets are okay, but not brilliant. The staff were great.
Yeah.
It was quiet, but not so quiet because it's on a main road with loads of road trains, as you'll be able to see. Probably not, though, because the sun's straight into the camera eye. So, yeah, that's why 3 for me. What about you, my love?
I rated it higher than Geordie, even though the toilets were really nice and really clean in Geordie. I rated it better because it just looked set up like it wasn't an old drive-in
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
It was all dirt, as you would expect, but it looked organised enough and easy enough. Toilets weren't wonderful. There were only 3 toilets in the ladies and 2 showers, but serviceable. I would stay there again. I think I'd stay there with Baladonia.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This compared with Baladonia, different world.
Yeah.
Different world.
Yeah, you have some choice coming across whether you stay in Baladonia or you stay in Caiguna, and I would suggest Caiguna would be the place I'd stop if we ever came over again.
All right. Done then. Time to get on the road, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye for now. So there we go, we just passed the sign for Border Village. we're going to gain 2 hours, lose 2 hours of our day, aren't we? When the time zone difference happens, which is fine. So far, as a sit rep, we've done 327 kilometres since leaving Caiguna this morning. We've been driving for 3.5 hours. Janice is starting to look a little bit bored. But now we have to cross the border into South Australia, leaving WA with heavy hearts.
And here, on the Eyre Highway, is the border between Western Australia and South Australia. No fences, no fanfare, just a line in the middle of absolutely nowhere. But what it does have is one final reminder that this part of Australia doesn't quite follow the rules. Because for the last few hundred kilometres we've been travelling through the strange world of Australian Central Western Time, better known as Eucla Time, sitting 45 minutes ahead of Perth and 45 minutes behind Adelaide, a time zone that exists only out here, and for most people makes absolutely no sense at all. And just like that, we leave Western Australia behind and continue east.
Sit rep? Remember the first time I said that to you? You looked at me as if to say, what?
I didn't know what the hell it meant. I still am not sure. Anyway.
Hello to SA.
Yes, so we've just crossed over into South Australia. It has been a lovely drive. It's not raining. Last time we came through it was absolutely chucking it down. Beautiful drive, lovely weather. Stopped at Border Village for a bit.
We did. We had some life admin.
Yes.
We now have a use case for the need for a printer with us.
Perhaps, yes. So we had to get some stuff printed out for something that we needed to do at home. We got some food.
We did.
You put in some petrol, even though it was more expensive.
Diesel, but yes.
Diesel, yes. And now we're...
And use the dump point without having to go back to use it later.
That's right, we used the dump point. And now we're on our way to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. We actually did that whole thing about, could we push on and go further up, maybe to Nundru? Doesn't have, the caravan park there does not have a good rating at all, saying that the toilets are filthy. So we've decided we will stick to plan, stop Nullarbor Roadhouse for the night. So you're coping much better with the longer drives.
I am. I think I just needed to get my eye in and get used to it.
Yes.
I have to say, I can't fault the car or the caravan. It was just me. When you first start with a new rig, you're checking everything every 2 minutes about, is that wobbling? Is this about to fall off? What are my tyre temperatures? What are my tyre pressures? Yeah. Now I've kind of got, that looks about right. Just get on the drive.
Yeah, so we're on the way over, and we were doing it slower on the way over.
But we're doing a bit of sightseeing too.
That's right, we did a lot of sightseeing. This time we're just trying to get home as quickly as possible. But Stuart's doing probably about 6 to 7 hours a day with breaks. We will have a slightly shorter drive when we get into Victoria. The roads aren't as good between Tail and Bend, and sort of Horsham was terrible roads.
Yeah, it was a bit.
So we're looking forward to eating up some miles while we're on nice roads, and being able to take it a little bit easier and go shorter distances once we get back to Victoria.
The only observation I would make, and this is me being a real prima donna of a driver, is I really miss the massage seats from a VW tow rag. This poor Ranger has lovely seats, but they're not massaging seats, and on a 7-hour drive, I could really do the massage.
I could do one too.
A bit of research needed to see if somebody does a Ranger massage seat.
Yes. But aside from that, we're coping with the drives. You're coping with the drives really well.
You're coping with the boredom really well.
Well, driving into South Australia, I was sure we had to purge all the food again. Turns out we didn't have to. Could have brought fruit, I guess. I don't know. But it meant that we didn't pack anything. That's why we stopped at Border Village to eat. So we had potato chips for lunch. Very nice, though. Potato fries, I guess you could call it, for lunch, and that was very nice.
And then the road begins to change. After hundreds of kilometres of dead flat nothing, the Eyre Highway suddenly drops down through Madura Pass, a rare moment of elevation out here on the Nullarbor, carving its way down off the escarpment and onto the Roe Plains below. It's one of the few places on this drive where the landscape actually does something interesting before returning to exactly what it does best, absolutely nothing at all. Out here, even the highway has a second job, because these long straight stretches double as Royal Flying Doctor Service emergency runways, which means, quite literally, you need to look left, right, and up, because at any moment this quiet piece of road could become an active landing strip, and suddenly, you're not the biggest thing out here anymore. And just off the highway lies the edge of the continent, the Great Australian Bight, a vast, rugged coastline where the land simply gives up and drops into the Southern Ocean, remote, dramatic, and unmistakably Australian.
Here we are, at the end of the day almost.
Yes, we are just arriving at the Nullarbor Roadhouse. 535 kilometres, how much?
506.
506 kilometres you've done today. And we're just getting here. It's actually quite a shorter day for you. You've done about 5.5 hours, 6 hours?
Something like that,
Yeah. But this is the best place for us to stop.
Yeah.
We've done some research on the roadhouses a little bit further up.
Look at that hole.
You can try that side.
I will.
Oh,
That's a hole and a half.
it is. All a bit potty and holy.
Yeah.
Right. Never mind. That was our shocked interruption. Going, what the hell?
What the hell?
And eventually, they arrive at one of the most iconic stops on the entire Nullarbor, the Nullarbor Roadhouse, a place that to most people is simply a fuel stop in the middle of nowhere. But out here, it's far more than that, because just a short walk away sits the original Nullarbor Roadhouse, a reminder of what crossing this vast stretch of Australia used to be like when the road was little more than a track and getting across it was a genuine adventure. These weathered buildings, slowly being reclaimed by the desert, tell the story of a time when this journey was anything but easy. And as the sun disappears, the Nullarbor begins to change, because this is dingo country, wild, curious, and watching. The Geordie and the Gragok spotted them moving across the car park looking for food, and later heard them calling out across the plains, a sound that reminds you, very quickly, that this is still their land. Out here, you're never quite alone.
Where are we going, Stuart?
Kimba!
This is us leaving the Nullarbor Roadhouse, where we stayed last night. What a place to stay.
I'm sad. I'm sad to leave.
I'm glad we got to do it this time. We
indeed,
missed it last
indeed.
time. Do you want to give it a rating?
Yeah, but you're not going to like it.
I probably won't. All right. 1, 2, 3.
4
3.5 stars.
Oh,
I don't know what that was. 3.5 stars.
4 stars
All
for
right.
me. 4 stars.
Explain why it was 4 stars for you, Stuart.
Because it's just an epic experience. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing here. I mean, there's a bar and you can go and eat. We didn't actually last night because we're both a bit off colour. Passing the Nullarbor original roadhouse on our right. The Wales, a bit fancy. But it's in the middle of nowhere. I saw my first wild dingo last night.
Yes.
I've seen them in zoos. They're a lot more threatening, I have to say, when they're across the car park from you. And I just loved the whole thing. I could spend a week here just exploring all the tracks.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, I agree with you. I think the place itself is really special. I would spend time here again, no doubts. Right, as a destination, the Nullarbor Roadhouse is the best you can get travelling in Australia. I
think so.
It's so iconically Australian. I marked it down a little bit on the facilities.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, Coolgardie's facilities were a lot better.
Yeah, the let me just tell you, where the bathroom is, the toilets are, in comparison to where the caravans park, it's quite a distance.
No, we choose to be at the edge there, don't we?
I know, we could have been a little bit closer, but there weren't any spots super close to it anyway. But, you know, sufficient toilets, clean enough. It's $1 if you want a shower, so for a 5-minute hot shower, which makes complete sense because water is not easy to get here. And lots of people were taking advantage of it. But the caravan park itself was great. I mean, again, dirt as you expect the outback. Facilities were okay. As a destination, though, I loved it. Loved it.
As you'll be able to see, because I'll bring the camera around. Let me just put the wipers on. Look at that for a second. Look at that for dawn this morning. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
It is.
Yes, couldn't speak highly of it.
Yeah, we were a bit worried about the time zone change, that we would find it hard to wake up this morning. Not a problem. Both of us were up at 5:30, ready to go. We're leaving now. It's 8. The sun's just coming up, so not quite dawn, but certainly not as bright as it has been at 8 o'clock.
No, indeed.
When we were in Western Australia.
All right, well, more to see on the way today. Off to Kimba, touch wood. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah, we're going to stay at the Kimba campgrounds. All going well. We're excited. It's got a 4.9 rating, so we think it might be a place we might enjoy, completely off-grid. And their pub looked really cute. So
even better.
Yeah, we might be there tonight.
All right, everybody. Catch you later. We got across the Nullarbor Dry this time.
I looked up every weather app and it said, no rain, no rain. I kept saying to Stuart, no, I know they look like rain clouds, but it's not going to rain according to the weather apps.
Well, it's better than looking like snow clouds, but I'll let you explain that one.
When we were in the UK, when Stuart's mum was ill, we were there in winter. Every morning we'd wake up and there'd be this heavy dark clouds, and Stuart would go, those look like snow clouds, because he knew I was waiting for snow. 5 weeks we were there, it didn't snow once, but every single time he looked over and he saw heavy clouds, he'd go, they look like snow clouds.
It was cold though.
Oh. It was cold, it was freezing, but did not snow. However, this is definitely rain.
The rain falls mainly on not the plane.
Not the plane this time.
Sit rep.
We're here at Kimba.
We've arrived.
That was 565 kilometers done today by my amazing husband.
That was a long day in the office, that one, wasn't it?
It was. Just coming in now into the town. We're going to stop up and fill up some petrol. Welcome to Kimba! Kimba welcomes you.
As against a Kimbo, which is something completely different.
Oh. That's the caravan park.
There we go.
That's it there.
Well, let's have a look at this place then. Our first unconnected campsite.
Yes, this is a recreation reserve.
People are already in there though.
That's good.
Says it's in here.
Yes.
Does it have a camp? It has a men's shed. I guess you just rock up like they have and just park up.
Just park up.
And so, after days of long, straight roads, questionable time zones, and more kilometres than seem entirely sensible, the Geordie and the Gragok arrive in Kimba, a small town sitting right at the halfway point across Australia, and home to a surprisingly excellent free camp, plenty of space, proper facilities, and perhaps most importantly, a chance to finally stop after a very long drive. Not bad for the price of a gold coin donation. And after all that, there's really only one thing left to do. Head to the pub. Thanks for watching. And next time, the journey continues east across South Australia from Kimba to Tailem Bend.